Economic school of thought. Economic schools of thoughts are divided into three classes. 1. Schools of political economy, from ancient times to 1871 AD. 2. Neoclassical schools 1871 AD to today, and 3. Alternative schools. 1. Schools of political economy. Schools of political economy can be traced back from ancient times to 1871 Anno Domini. The schools of political economy can be further divided into 2. Pre-classical thoughts. The pre-classical thoughts consist of the contributions made by the following: the ancients and scholastics, including the great Greek philosophers Aristotle and Xenophon, and the Islamic philosopher Ibn Khaldun. The Salamanca school, initiated by Francisco de Vitoria around 1536. The first economists. Sir William Petty, and the mercantilists. Richard Cantillon, Jack Tuggo, and the Enlightenment economics. Francois Xnay, and the Physiocrats. David Hume, and Scottish Enlightenment. Giuliani, and the Italian tradition, and social philosophers and commentators. Classical thoughts. The classical thoughts consist of the contributions made by the following: Adam Smith, David Ricardo, John Stuart Mill, and the classical Ricardian school. T. Robert Malthus, and British anti-classical economists. Jeremy Bentham, and the utilitarians. John Baptiste Say, and the French liberal school. Jules Dupuy, and the French engineers. Continental proto-marginalists. Karl Marx, and the Marxian school. The Bullionist controversies. The Manchester school. Piero Sraffa, and the Neo-Ricardians, and the Neo-Marxians. 2. Neoclassical schools. Neoclassical schools of thought starts from 1871 Anno Domini till today. Neoclassical schools is further divided into 2. Anglo-American neoclassicism. Anglo-American neoclassicism consists of the contributions of the following: W. Stanley Jevons, and the Anglo-American marginalists. John Bates Clark, and the American apologists. Alfred Marshall, and the Cambridge neoclassicals. Lord Robbins, and the London School of Economics. Frank H. Knight, and the Chicago School. Milton Friedman, and the monetarists. Robert Lucas, and the New Classicals, and New Institutionalist schools. Continental neoclassicism. Continental neoclassicism consists of the contributions made by the following: Leon Walras, and the Lausanne School. Carl Minger, and the Austrian School. Nat Wixell, and the Swedish School. Paul Samuelson, John Hicks, and the Peirtian Revival. The Vienna Colloquium. Jling Koopmans, and the Cowles Commission. Kenneth Arrow, Gérard Debreu, and the Neo-Walrasian General Equilibrium School, and Robert Orman, and the Edgeworthian Revival. 3. Alternative schools. Alternative schools can be divided into 2 schools of thoughts, that is, heterodox traditions and Keynesians. Heterodox traditions. Heterodox traditions consist of the contributions by the following: utopians and socialists. The Fabian socialists. Gustav Schmoller, and the German historical school. The English historical school. The French historical school. Thorstein Veblen, and the American institutionalist school. Joseph Schumpeter, and evolutionary economics. The Soviet planning economists. The Neo-Marxians, radical political economy, and economics at the New School for Social Research. Keynesians. Keynesian school of thought initiated by John Maynard Keynes. He revolutionized economics with his classic book The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money in 1936. This is generally regarded as probably the most influential social science treatise of the 20th century, in that it quickly and permanently changed the way the world looked at the economy and the role of government in society. No other single book, before or since, has had quite such an impact. Following other contributors followed and improved his theory: Joan Robinson and the Cambridge Keynesians, Franco Modigliani, James Tobin, and the Neo-Keynesian synthesis, Abba Lerner, and the American post-Keynesians, Robert Clower, Axel Leijonhufvud, and disequilibrium Keynesianism, Joseph E. Stiglitz, and the New Keynesians, and the Mandarins.